Yes, good afternoon, Ugandan. Good afternoon, ACHOLI. I'm by the name Otema Thomas, the real Luo blood. I'm communicating right now online, but with no happiness. I would like to appreciate the government for bringing in peace in Uganda. They have also really worked hard to make sure that there is peace in Uganda. But on behalf of the ACHOLI sub-region, on behalf of the ACHOLI people, on behalf of the people that neighbors Karamoja, I would like to send my voice to the government of Uganda that despite the fact that they have struggled very hard to bring peace in Uganda, we still have a lot of challenge in terms of insecurity in our region, actually. That is Northern Uganda. We suffered for over 25 years running up and down to save our life. People were displaced, people were killed, young boys and young girls were abducted, and right now we are still waiting for them, but in vain. I'm sending this message because though we know that ACHOLI sub-region is now peaceful, there is no peace in our region, that is the ACHOLI sub-region, just because of our neighbor Karamoja, who are ever traumatizing the people of our ACHOLI sub-region, robbing their animals, robbing the property, and the life of the people are not being spared. After taking your animals, they still kill you. After taking your animals, they burn your house. So the people of ACHOLI sub-region has ever been crying, sending their voice to the government of Uganda, and also sending their leaders to communicate through the parliament. But there is nothing tangible we have realized. I always follows the House session, that is the parliament, and I've ever heard them talking about the traumas being imposed by the Karamoja to the people of ACHOLI sub-region and the neighboring districts. Most of the things are being spoken in the parliament, resolutions are being made, but nothing practical we have seen. People are dying day and night. People are being chased from their houses day and night. The animals are being robbed, and many other things. We cannot cultivate. We cannot use our own animals for plowing. All the time you are on target. But my plea is to the government of Uganda to practically act against what the Karamoja is doing to the people of ACHOLI sub-region. I've ever been seeing some insecurity once it has occurred in a particular district in Uganda here, apart from Northern Uganda. The deployment is ever being done every day. But when you come to Northern Uganda, there is nothing being done. As if we have been neglected to suffer from the Karamoja. Right now, people are not sleeping in their houses peacefully. Right now, people are not utilizing their resources peacefully because of the insecurity. And I'm calling upon the government of Uganda to practically act. If there is need of deploying the soldiers in the region, I really beg the government to do it in time. I always ask myself whether our leaders are not always tired of speaking during the burial ceremony for people who have not died naturally. It hurt me a lot if today we speak about what to be done, but it's not being done practically. For us, the people of ACHOLI, we are tired of empty promise. I'm calling upon the youths in ACHOLI sub-region, the elders, the leaders. Let us find a tangible solution to this problem. For how long shall we keep running? For how long shall we keep dying? For how long shall we really keep crying? The wars that lasted for over 25 years took us down totally. In terms of development, in terms of education, peace, we are really still backward, and still the issue of insecurity is still coming in on board. The leaders, where are we seeing? The elders, what are we really thinking about? We want development, we want peace. I would like to ask the government of Uganda to stand for us in time. If they have failed to get a solution to the problem, let them tell us openly that there is no solution to the problem so that we find a way of dealing with our own issues. Because we cannot keep running, we cannot keep losing animals to our neighbors. We cannot remain miserable. We have suffered enough in the hand of LRA. At this time, we are meant to enjoy what we need to enjoy. We want to retain or to recover back the glory of our culture. But the glory cannot be recovered if peace is not in place. Let us leave the issue of politics aside and we find the best solution. Let us not only make noise in the parliament without putting in action. So this video, I've put it on so that it can reach the people who are responsible, so that it can reach the government, so that it can reach our elders in various places. We want peace in our country. We want peace in our region. Northern Uganda has suffered enough, and we must get a tangible solution to our problem. We have our leaders whom we think they are really working hard for us. But if nothing is being realized on ground, then we assume that there is nothing being done. We have our leaders in Uganda, the general leaders. We believe that they are really working for us, but that proves that there is no any work being done. There is no any tangible work being done to help the people of Acholi sub-region. I'm hearing people talking of sending peace, sending PDM, that is money, for the development in our region. Even if you serve that money to each of everyone in the region, if there is no peace, there shall be no development. There is no way we shall utilize that money properly if there is no peace. Because you would wish to carry out agriculture, as you are farming, the Karimojong are busy looking for you. As you are cultivating, the Karimojongs are busy moving around you. As you are plowing the gardens, using the oxen, they are busy finding ways of coming to remove that animal away. So how can we really recover from the war which has lasted for over 25 years? So I've talked a lot. I finally call upon the youth, the elders, our leaders in the sub-region and the leaders in the country. Let us find a tangible solution. And if there is no any tangible solution which can be realized from our leaders or the government, we would have to wish the government to give us the clear confirmation, the clarity on the way forward. If they are defeated, we also need to hear from them. The Karamojong has tortured us more than the years we stayed in war. When we try to come out of those poverty, we want to come out from the trauma, other traumas comes in. People were born in wars, and they are dying when war is still there. People were born in the period of instability, and they are dying living instability still in our region. Our elders, MPs, stand up. The youth, let us find a solution for ourselves. Let us find a means of bringing peace in our country. I've spoken this not because I'm a political activist. I'm not a political activist. I don't need anything in politics. But I'm tired of hearing people dying day and night from the Karamojong hands. The people of Acholi sub-region has shedded blood. We have overpoured blood. We want the glory to come back. We want the peace to come back in our region. So I'm calling upon the government to stand for the people of Acholi in time. Do you want to find a solution when we have no one remaining in the region? Do you want to find a solution when all people have been killed? Do you want to get the solution when nothing cannot be recovered? Things should be in time. I therefore conclude by appreciating those who are struggling for the people of Acholi sub-region. Thank you.